The qualities that I see in Maddie that make her such a great athlete is she's driven, she's a leader, and she won't give up. If she doesn't feel like she's as good as she should be at something, she's going to just work that much harder until she is.
When I first met Maddie, it was at Cathedral practice, and I was like, oh wow, this girl's good. So I don't know, I was like kind of competitive towards her because I didn't know her that well, and at first we really didn't like each other, actually. Maddie is literally the most funny person I know, the most energetic person I know. She's literally my best friend.
I think that the initial feeling was definitely fear. When I first found out that I had diabetes, it was very extreme. I was in the hospital. I was thrown into the hospital, stayed there for a week. I had no idea what type 1 diabetes is. I feel like there's a real lack of knowledge, and there's a lot of stigma around diabetes as a whole, especially type 1 diabetes. There's a real lack of knowledge there. And I think that it was really frustrating, and that fear turned into frustration, just being pushed into a world that now I had to relearn, and I had to relearn ways that I have done things my whole life. And it was just a really hard process, and it was a really tough pill to swallow because you can't prepare for something like that. You don't prepare to be diagnosed with a disease that will change your life, midway through your teenage years.
They may be having a medical emergency at any time. It just takes it to such a different level of worry for a parent because it's not. Sorry. It's just, I think no matter what parent you are, you're always going to worry about your kid, but it just, when your child has a disease that just really escalates that worry, because you just always think that you want to make sure they're okay and make sure that they don't need medical attention, because it's so scary to think of them driving or sleeping or anything. That it's just a whole different level of worry, I think.
Just want to push through it, and then it would get kind of scary because I would push myself too low or too high, or just pretend it wasn't there. But as I grow older and more mature, I realize that I can't just pretend it's not there. I'm going to have to adapt and adjust to it. So now I give myself some grace, and I take the breaks that I need, and just learning to build a relationship with my diabetes to the point where I can lean on it to feel when I need a break, and I can feel when I need to push through, and getting myself through the hard moments, just constantly feeling more comfortable with it as I continue.
One time, Maddie was so low that I think she was low. Yeah, she was so low that we in my house we had no Skittles, no anything, because my mom's a sugar freak. She doesn't like sugar candy in the house. So I had to drive all the way to the gas station with Maddie in the passenger seat, and I was going pretty fast, and I got Maddie Skittles.
Angela Valentine, she's been with me no matter what. She's also a member of the softball team, so she's genuinely by my side whenever I need her, and she is constantly there as a support system, but also there to keep me in check and make sure I'm not pushing my limits. And just having her beside me, someone at my age who might be able to get through to me a little better, I think that has been the biggest blessing I could ever ask for. I achieve things that athletes that don't have to deal with diabetes achieve, because I'm just right there with them. It's not like I'm in a category with diabetic athletes and the other athletes are in a different category. We're all one, because I'm putting myself up against everyone else, because I want to strive for everything. I don't want to just to settle for okay because, wow, you achieved all this with diabetes. No, I'm going to achieve as much as I can possible.